Hello and welcome to The Point. Tonight we focus on two different parties, both of whom are in conflict with the Election Commission. In Bengal, Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has refused to carry out the Election Commission's order to transfer 7 officials, thus creating a potential constitutional crisis. Whilst in UP, the BJP's Amit Shah has been asked to explain his alleged hate speech. As both developments become flashpoints, we focus on the impact they could have on the 16th Lok Sabha election. Mamata Banerjee's defiance of the Election Commission is both ugly and unprecedented. Whilst on earlier occasions state governments may have been hesitant to carry out transfers, this is perhaps the first time a Chief Minister has publicly refused to do so, thus challenging the Election Commission's authority. Where will this face-off end? My guests are the Trinamool Congress's former Minister of Urban Development, Saugata Roy, and joining us from Chennai, former Chief Election Commissioner, T.S. Krishnamurthy. Saugata Roy, as things stand, Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has refused to transfer 7 officials whose transfer the Election Commission had demanded. Last night she said at a rally, "I will not accept this. I will not remove any of these officers." We are now 6 hours past the deadline set by the Election Commission. The deadline was 2:30 this afternoon and the transfers haven't happened. How do you, as a very senior member of your party, explain this blatant defiance of the Election Commission?
No, my answer is quite simple. The step by the Election Commission is arbitrary, peremptory and unprecedented. Because when they transferred 1 DM, 2 ADMs and 5 SPs of districts, they did not consult the state government at all. Now, it is true that under Article 324 of Constitution, Election Commission has the right to manage the elections. Under Clause 28A of the Representation of People's Act, the services of government officers are transferred to the or deputed to the Election Commission.
Can I interrupt you?
But one has to remember that is fine. Please let me complete my sentence. But according to the Constitution also, as per the 2nd schedule, law and order is an entirely state subject. So while the election goes on, police has also functioned for normal law and order.
Let me interrupt you. Saugata Roy, this is not the first time. Saugata Roy, this is not the first time in this election that the Election Commission has ordered the transfer of officials. Since the Model Code of Conduct came into force in March, 150 officers in different states have been transferred. Why do you conclude that when it happens to be a Bengal-based officer, that it's arbitrary and peremptory? And who gave you the right to put yourself in judgment over the Election Commission? When all the other state governments are prepared to accept their orders, why should the Bengal government behave as if it has the right to judge the Election Commission and decide that its orders are peremptory and arbitrary?
Mr. Thapa, I must tell you that if other states take arbitrary orders of the Election Commission lying down, it does not mean that Bengal has to go along the line. We believe that just as the Election Commission is a constitutional authority, a state government is a constitutional duly elected authority.
Okay.
And the Election Commission will not look after law and order, crimes in the state. The police has also to take care of crimes against women, murders, thefts, dacoities, also Maoist problems.
Mr. Roy, let me
take care of our problems.
Let me give Mr. Krishnamurthy, a former Chief Election Commissioner, to respond to you. Mr. Krishnamurthy, you've heard 2 points there from Saugata Roy. First of all, that the order to transfer 7 officials is arbitrary and peremptory. Secondly, he's saying that by transferring officials who the Chief Minister believes are critical for the maintenance of law and order, you are undermining the law and order for which she and she alone is responsible, and you have no right to do so. How do you respond to those? Arbitrary and peremptory, and your order undermines the law and order requirement of the state.
In fact, the Election Commission is charged with the responsibility of conducting free and fair elections under Article 324. The state government is not charged with the responsibility of conducting the elections. So it is natural that for them to realize that Election Commission alone can take such decisions, not the state government. The state government certainly has the power to conduct its governance, but not as far as the elections are concerned. They must realize that the Election Commission has the ultimate say. And the election has to be conducted in a manner that it is not only free and fair, but it is seen as free and fair. So it is necessary, if there are complaints against certain officials, Election Commission has been doing it on many occasions, and there have been some cases of state governments defying it, and we have taken suitable action either to postpone the elections or to threaten them with drastic action.